Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Friday Night SmackDown wrap up show. My name is Earl Cole, and thank you so much for watching tonight. We had a lot of stuff happening tonight here in Albany, New York. And of course, WWE Survivor Series is just 2 weeks away, two shades away from being the Survivor Series in San Diego, and things are really heating up. Well, first of all, let's talk about it. The opening segment, Alexa Bliss calls out Charlotte Flair along with Io Sky and, of course, Rhea Ripley, but apparently, Charlotte did not want any part of this War Games, this women's War Games match, and she walked off. She walks off, and it just leaves in question who's going to join now the women's match in the War Games now that Charlotte is done and out. Then we had them attack backstage with Last Legend and company attacking them backstage. So that really heats up things for the women's War Games match at the Survivor Series. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we had more action for you. Sami Zayn calls out the MFTs and they attack Sami Zayn tenfold, and that will lead us to the men's traditional Survivor Series in 2 weeks on SmackDown's Go Home show, and that will lead up to that historic match. We haven't seen a traditional Survivor Series matchup in a vastly long time in the Survivor Series. So we're going to get that 2 weeks on SmackDown. Daniel Berry to Sports, how's it going tonight? Hit the like button, Daniel. Thank you so much, Daniel. Hit the like button. So we're gonna get that at the Survivor Series, and of course the men's War Games match continues. Drew McIntyre has been announced, and he is going to be added to the War Games, even though he's supposed to be suspended by WWE. Even though he's supposed to be suspended by WWE, now McIntyre is going to be joining the tandem, and of course Paul Heyman cooking up this power duo, this power trip here. Of course, Big Bronson Reed, and of course Braun Breaker, and of course Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, all joining the Survivor Series men's War Games. I'm going to tell you this much: things are really heating up for this contest. Jimmy and Jay Uso also on Cody Rhodes' team. They have already joined that tandem as well. So things are really like saying shaping up for the Survivor Series. Speedy, how's it going, Speedy? Hit the like button, Speedy. And welcome aboard and happy Friday to you. So things, like I said, are heating up for the Survivor Series, and we got that. The John Cena tournament, Miz goes over in the tournament, and he advances in the tournament. And of course, LA Knight wins against Zack Ryder, the surprise entrant in tonight's matchup. Spider-Man, how's it going, Spider-Man? How's it going? Hit the like button, Spider-Man, and hit the subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, everyone, in the chat. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And thank you very much for your time and energy. So we had that going on. So the Miz wins in the John Cena tournament. We also had LA Knight going over in the tournament. Axiom took on Elio Dragunov for the United States Championship. Good match. Good match. I thought that was a hard-hitting match. Elio Dragunov retains the title over Axiom, and I didn't have a problem with the match. I really did not. Jade Cargill continues her dominance in the women's division by defeating B-Fab for the women's title. She retains the title here tonight in, of course, Albany, New York. And I said we had the SmackDown main event, no contest. Cody Rhodes took on Big Bronson Reed for the WWE title. The title was up for grabs. The match ended when Braun Breaker interfered in the match, the referee had no alternative but to ring the bell. It was a wild and woolly affair here tonight on SmackDown from Albany, New York. Absolutely woolly, wild, and all over the place. It was a decent SmackDown. I have to admit, this was a decent SmackDown. Then the John Cena tournament continues tomorrow night. John Cena's tournament continues tomorrow night. And, not tomorrow night, next Friday on SmackDown. Excuse me. Next Friday on SmackDown, the tournament continues with John Cena. Of course, we have Carmelo Hayes taking on Big Bronson Reed. And that will be next Friday as the tournament continues. Also, Fraxium will take on DIY next week on SmackDown, and that is from Denver, Colorado. So that is what's happening next week on Friday Night SmackDown. So, folks, that was your Friday Night SmackDown wrap-up. I didn't think the show was bad. I didn't think the show was it wasn't horrible. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't a bad show. It wasn't a bad show. It was pretty decent. I'll give this show a B. I'll give the show a solid B. And that's the best I can do for it. I'll give it a solid B. And if you all didn't hear the announcement, after 30-year hiatus, the Elimination Chamber is coming to the United Center in Chicago, Illinois on Saturday night, February the 28th. Saturday night, Feb 28th. WWE makes its debut history as they return to the United Center after a 30-year hiatus from the building. Remember, the last time WWE did a PLE inside the United Center was SummerSlam, and it was their debut inside the United Center as they opened the United Center. The United Center was being opened. WWE made their debut inside the United Center some 30 years ago, and it's hard to believe it's been 30 years, but it's true. They haven't held an event inside the United Center and for 30 years. They usually run their events inside the Allstate Arena in Rosemont, but this is going to be historic. WWE returns to the United Center on Saturday night, Feb 28th. And of course, after 30 years in the making, they're going to present to you the Elimination Chamber. So, folks, that is going to do it for me here at SmackDown here tonight. I'm going to do it here on SmackDown. So that's going to do it for me here on SmackDown. And like I said, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. And of course, don't forget, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, and share. I'm gonna be at Madison Square Garden this Monday night for Monday Night Raw. John Cena's final appearance inside Madison Square Garden, and it's gonna be historic. It's gonna be one for the ages. And I can't wait to be doing that show. So don't forget, that is this Friday. That is this Monday, Monday night in Madison Square Garden. Monday Night Raw comes to the Garden this Monday, and it will be John Cena's final appearance and WWE's final appearance inside Madison Square Garden for this year. And it's going to be great. We're going to have a good time in the Garden. Can't wait to see you all in the Garden. Until then, everyone, thank you all for watching Friday Night SmackDown's wrap-up show. I'm Earl Cole. Thank you very much for watching. And I will talk to you on Monday night as I'll show you a sneak peek inside Madison Square Garden. And of course, WWE explodes inside Madison Square Garden with John Cena's final appearance and Monday Night Raw. Until then, everyone, have a great rest of your Friday, and I'll see you and have a great weekend, and make sure that you don't drink and drive. Be safe, everyone, and I'll talk to you soon in Cyberland. Good night, everyone.